welcome you to this broadcast. My name is Comrade Lamte Ikmawusa Oriahi, and today is the 15th day of June 2024. And on this broadcast, I'm going to be talking about the major candidates for the Edo State governorship election 2024. Most of all, I'm going to be revealing the candidate that I have endorsed and I shall be supporting in the course of the campaign. And I'm going to be talking about why I am endorsing this particular candidate, and of course, extensively, I'm equally going to reveal why I have decided not to look the way of the other two candidates. There are three major candidates that we see here. We see Monday Ukbewolo, Senator Monday Ukbewolo, representing the APC, and of course, we have Asue Igodalo representing the PDP, and we equally have Olumide Usagbovo Akbata representing Labour Party. Please don't go away. It is a comrade show. It's going to be very interesting. And share, and share. I appeal to you. Stay with me. Don't go away. I'm right back.
This is comrade show.
Okay, wonderful people of Edo State. It is the Comrade Show TCS blog. Now, I'm going to, approach these broadcasts, every way. I go speak Pidgin English. I go speak Benin at some point. I go speak everything just to drive the idea home, drive the points home. I beg. Carry Joko, sit down, call friends, call everybody, okay? Because at the end of the day, somebody may, equally learn one or two things from this particular broadcast. But before I start, my people, let me first of all, appeal on a general scale to everybody. Because I am close to a lot of people that have endorsed different candidates. And it may come as a disappointment to some who actually thought that I will be staying with them to support the candidate they have endorsed. But at the end of the day, like I would always say, like the Benin people say, and what that means is that everybody is not expected to lie down facing the same direction. People have reasons why they support or endorse whoever they are supporting or they are endorsing. I equally have my own reasons, which means that for very many friends of mine, this broadcast may come as a shock that I decided not to settle with their own candidate, as it were. The reason is this. For me, the major criteria for my having to settle with the candidate I'm settling for is Edo State. I have looked at the last 30 years of Edo State. I've looked at where we are. And I've tried to envision what the next 30 years of Edo State is going to be like. And I've looked at the candidates available. Looking at the three candidates I mentioned just now. One of whom is going to become the governor of the next governor of Edo State. And I look at what each person is bringing to the table. I've looked at all of the issues surrounding each of the candidates, the individuals surrounding them, and every other thing. At the end of the day, I settled for one, which I believe very strongly, will be the one, given the opportunity, would represent Edo State best amongst all of them. Now, Comrade Lamte here, I've been, around for quite a while. I've supported different candidates for office and all of that. Will I say I've been satisfied with the candidates that I've supported in the past? Not exactly. Would I say I'm hopeful that the future will be better? Yes, I am. I am, provided we just get it right and we are able to strongly hold our leaders accountable. Now, another thing again about me is that my support for anybody is not a blank check. My support for anybody is not go and do as you like. The mouth when I take support you, when I say things don't fall apart, now that's a mouth. Now I will say take call you out. So because at the end of the day, the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is putting Edo State first, Edo State second, and Edo State third. I don't get any personal thing when we say I expect from anybody. So to that extent, just the way I have respected friends and family members that have endorsed some other candidates that I probably not favor, I equally expect to be respected in my own opinions and in my own views. And like I will equally seriously establish very strongly, this election, by the grace of God, from my own, point, must be issue-based. And everybody that has put themselves forward, okay, aspiring to become governor of Edo State, okay, begging us, appealing to us, wooing us to employ them, as the case may be, as next governor of Edo State, they must come under the radar. They must come under serious scrutiny. So which means that if I come out, anybody comes out to scrutinize any candidate, as far as they are Edo State indigenes and Nigerians, they have a right to do so. Because where we are, Nigeria today, as far as I'm concerned, is on life support, and this nation needs to be rescued. At every level, of politics, it is very important. It contributes to rescuing Nigeria. So my people, from this day that I'm going to be endorsing, okay, I am going to be all out to support my candidates, to become the next governor of Edo State. Like many others are already doing, and of course, supporting different candidates. But I can assure you that I will be respectable. I will focus on the issues, because at the end of the day, now those issues, now they really, really matter. My people, it is a comedy show, and my name is Comrade Lamte Ikmawusa Oriahi. I am going to take it one after the other, so that we will know where they come from. When I come out to the comedy show, please share the broadcast. Follow me on TCS blog. My comedy show page. They use many hacking matter till they disturb me. No wahala. We are trying to rebuild and rebuild again. Follow me on TCS blog. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Comrade Show. Subscribe equally. Follow us on Twitter, everywhere, because we are live right now in all of the platforms. Stay with me. Don't go away. It is The Comrade Show. My endorsed candidate and why. If you want to hear why, please share. And I will be right back.
Comrade Show.
Okay, my honorable people, God will bless you now plentifully. I just want to go straight into the matter. I want to start with Senator Monday Ukbewulu of the APC. Senator Monday Ukbewulu of the APC. I want to talk about him. And of course, a lot of my friends are supporting Senator Monday Ukbewulu. A lot of people have endorsed him. As the case is, and of course I respect everybody that have expressed one reason or the other why they have endorsed Senator Monday Ukbewulu. Sadly, I have put Monday Ukbewulu on the radar, looked at him all around. As a matter of fact, people have equally actually accused me on this platform, say I don't go join the APC, many talk here and there and all of that. But I want to tell you that having looked at everything, put on some very, I'm going to talk about all of them. I've scaled everything, check everything out. The reason why basically this matter even delay reach like this, Monday Ukbewulu, one of the major considerations why it delayed reach like this and every other thing. But let me tell you the truth of the matter. Comrade Lamte Ikmawusa Oriahi, I have not endorsed Senator Monday Ukbewulu. I will not be supporting Senator Monday Ukbewulu. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm not supporting Monday Ukbewulu. This is a bit hard because I know all the pressure, all the effort to try to get me on board. And look, man, I must establish this. I'm not special. Okay, I don't consider myself so. It's just that when it comes to politics like this, every support counts. Every support, no matter how infinitesimal, how small, how big, they all count. Because at the end of the day, just small things may actually be waiting to make the difference. But this is now why I consider, I know we feel support Monday Ukbewulu. Okay, this is not my own candid view. Yours may be different, and you get the reason why you support them. I mean, everything when I want to express about Monday Ukbewulu, now why I know they support him. It doesn't mean say the guy not get some other things we say they good, okay? I just feel say those ones not satisfactory enough to catch me to forget about these ones when I want to mention so. Now, I think, with all due respect, that Senator Monday Ukpewulu, for me, is unfit to become the governor of Edo State. I equally think that Senator Monday Ukpewulu lack, the courage to engage the media, engage directly with the people. I equally think that Senator Monday Ukpewulu and the way in matter be is grossly unsellable. Not be candidate will be say if you carry go market, go sell them. I also think, and this now what he don't already expressed by himself, okay, that Monday Ukpewulu is going to prioritize godfathers more than the people of Edo State. And that one, me I don't want to use it here at all personally as a person, okay? Monday Ukpewulu appears to lean more towards godfathers than the real people of Edo State, you and I. The other part, I don't try to follow Monday Ukpewulu, even talk to people when they support and every other thing. I do not see any clear vision to say this is how Monday Ukpewulu want to govern Edo State. I don't see him. There is no clear vision. If as a matter of fact, it doesn't look like say there is a clear purpose other than to say a desperation to want to become governor of Edo State and be named a governor of Edo State. Now, the last but not the least, we say the track record of APC of failure, in Edo State and Nigeria, now one will be saying a huge burden for our minds. We're not going to forget. And I'm going to try to just sneak some of these things into my explanation. Now, starting from the bottom, make all of us look at ABC now at the federal level. Starting from the time of Buhari, the first president under APC, now we have Tinubu. May we look at Nigeria be, okay, 9 years ago till now. Tinubu not do 1 year now for inside this thing. 9 years, 8 years of Jonathan. Jonathan Ehwonye, 8 years of Buhari, and now 1 year of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let us see how the APC has governed us. Of course, what we feel can't be seen, man. There's a track record of failure. This is not my own assertion. This is not my own observation. I've been Nigerian. I've not been part of this Nigeria since I was born. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? So at the end of the day, looking at all of these, there's some recent outings on Monday Ukpewulu. It gets one video when I go play for us. Okay, let's watch this. This video make very very strong impression for my mind, and I was actually looking for an opportunity for Monday Ukpewulu to change this impression when I get from my mind about this video. Wanna listen? Wanna not comment? All of us here.
Whenever I talk to myself, I said I find myself in the cycle of leadership. When people are thinking that, oh, it's just Chief Aneni, well alone I was close to. No, I was close to Solomon Mola. I grew up in Jos. I was close to him. I saw how leaders suffer after putting somebody in an office, just like what we are suffering here. Okay, you are suffering it in the hand of Obaseki. This will not repeat itself in my time, because it's something that I see leader, by the time they go inside their bedroom, they'll start crying. We have suffered, we have worked, we have done everything to make sure this person is there, and he has forgotten us. If I forget any leader, God will not forgive me. I'm doing what I'm doing with the fear of God. I want to tell you one small story. When the who became the Senate president was very hot, some people say, come here, come here. I said, no, my leader is not around. Who is your leader? Adam Soshomole. When he come, he will tell me the direction to go. Now, what happened? When he came, I followed his footsteps. I followed him. He took me to where we should go. I know people are speculating fake rumor.
Fellow Nigerians, this particular video, it made a very huge impression and it created a huge problem in my mind. That one. It just summarizes Monday Ukpewulu as a man who wants to be governor for being governor's sake, not because there's a clear purpose, there's a clear vision. I've not seen him expressed any at all. Any attempt for him to express purpose and vision, they are all so shallow. You understand what I'm saying? And even a 5-year-old 10-year-old, child will feel articulate. There is no depth to everything I've heard from him, over time. That one. The second aspect, which is very, very key into why I have not endorsed and I will not support Modokbewolo, is this. 4 years ago, I supported Governor Obaseki like many people did. I was very loud. A lot of people, can attest to that. And I campaigned seriously on the issues against the APC. And one of those, subjects or objects of campaign was that we were scared that the APC was coming with the, lions and tigers. Of course, we know the symbolism of the lions and tigers when it comes to Edo State, governance. And we fought hard against the APC because we did not want the enthronement of godfatherism. Ushomole had become a governor. He had put Obaseki there as governor, and of course, what we saw was Ushomole trying to now tell us that the Obaseki he brought was no longer the nice person. The man he fought against previously was not going to be the person, which is Pastor Sagi Zeyamu. And for us, as Edo State indigenes, and we thought that was a slap on our collective faces. And so we resisted the APC. We resisted everything that has to do with godfatherism, because the danger of godfatherism in our polity cannot be overemphasized. There was no space for it. It was a major, as a matter of fact, it was so bad that even the governor himself spoke seriously about this matter. But will they come that side shortly? Now the question I ask myself 4 years down the line is, what has changed in APC? What has changed? Has APC, reinvented herself in Edo State? But I think what I saw, if waiting at the talk is anything to go by, what I saw is that we now have an APC that is even worse than we had in 2020. How and why? If you follow the APC primaries to where we are now, you will find what happened. In the morning, one Monday, Dennis Idahosa was announced as the winner of their primaries. In the evening or the next day, Modokbewolo was announced the winner of the primaries. There was some rancor and there was, power tussle between Izeyamu and Oshomole. Both of whom people now say they're not in the same camp. Only for us to hear later say they don't go meet their president, the Agaparabata Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They don't settle the matter from there. And what they resolved was that Modokbewolo should be the head of the ticket and Dennis should be the number 2. Now, they settled the matter at that level to favor their interest, the interest of these same leaders we just talked about just now. Now, the question I ask myself is that after they don't settle themselves, which kind of settlement they can give to the Edo State electorate? Why did they just allow proper democratic mechanisms to take place within their party, make it easy? Now, the choice of the people, they come out. I honestly resolved in my mind that it's a huge slap for us to have somebody like Senator Modokbewolo as the governor of Edo State. It will be taking Edo State back several years. Several years. I have seen Modokbewolo talk. The gaffe is too much. You understand the picture from what I'm saying now? I honestly believe Modokbewolo has no business being here. Because to govern Edo State is putting the lives of nearly or more than 6 million people in the hand of one man whose policies and programs will determine the fate of the state. And I honestly don't think that Modokbewolo has the capacity, with all due respect to him. On one of those occasions, Modokbewolo paid a visit to America, I believe, where he had a town hall meeting. He made this gaffe and actually thought that somebody will come out, or he will come out, find time to come out to people that make small mistake. It will be slip of tongue, slip of brain. But I thought this one was too grave and it needed to be properly managed. But nothing happened. But when I take a listen, and not say I go talk, when I take a listen,
what would I do differently in Yes, sister. For me, it is very unwise, first of all, to destroy a hospital and build the machine. And the museum is not even completed, and there are no animals for the museum. So I don't know whether somebody will prefer animals more than human beings. It is.
Modubabolo said there are no animals in the museum. This is, trying to, of course, criticize the governor of Edo State for his priorities. And when he said there were no animals in the museum, he went ahead to further substantiate and elucidate, elaborate on it, to ask if people would prefer animals in a museum than human beings. So, it was a very huge gaffe. And you don't expect somebody who's a governor, of a state, you understand, to be exposed to this kind of gaffes. But that is not enough to actually judge him, per se. But I thought that somebody would have come out to try to correct this. If Okpebolo has been told since that we don't really find animals in museums or not, I don't know. But that made some impression in my mind, and of course in the mind of Edo State people, and even Nigerians. We don't see that all those kind of thing. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? Then, another part of this matter is this. When I can't look at Modo Beolo, I didn't want to convince myself with even the things I don't enumerate. I can't say them. Some people have said that the personality of the man, is very humble, very unassuming, and I think these are very huge virtues we the man get if he's actually like that. But those virtues are not enough to govern a state, like Edo State. You know, the picture from people go get good virtues, good people, but it's a different ball game when it comes to administering a state, dispensing the resources of the people for the best interest of the people. Okay, it's not the good mind they do them, not the humility they do them. You must know what you are doing. On the Comrade show, just about a week ago, we reached out. There's been complaints say Okpebolo will not engage with the people of Edo State. He avoids engagement. He's not been seen anywhere, talking directly with the people of Edo State. Some members of my team reached out, got him to say he was coming on the Comrade show, last Sunday, and we made heavy publicity. Now, I can tell you for free that we have brought very important human beings, political human beings, to this platform. Just name them. There are too many. Peter Obi don't come this platform. Obaseki don't come this platform severally. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of political leaders don't come this platform. But I can tell you that Mondo Okpebolo is the only person who has agreed to come on the Comrade show and have a direct engagement with the people of Edo State when the BC is not turn up. Every other person, as big as Peter Gregory Obi, and as tight as his schedule was, when he gave his word I was coming on the Comrade show, just when we watch that program that day, go see and say, man, this man was just making sure, say, man, he was tired. We saw it. Level sees light, but the man continued on the broadcast. Okpebolo will not come. And when I can't go dig deeper, Okpebolo did come because there was the need to respond to some call when it get to do with leaders. Now, when I was talking to one of his, media aides yesterday, I tell him, say, your principal not come. But Unagote say he was coming to the Comrade show. Your principal was not coming to the Comrade show. He was not coming as a guest to Comrade Lanti Oriahi or the members of the crew. He was coming to have engagement with Edo State people. Because having publicized, a lot of people were waiting. My phone nearly teared. Where is it? People, it was an opportunity for you to have that direct engagement. Probably some of these impressions I get now for don't change since then. And I was anxious myself. I wanted to ask difficult questions too. Even those with the kind of concern, I say, man, look, we are going to make him feel at home. Or, you understand what I'm saying now? We go, if not pidgin, we go speak. If not English, my own was, may I see the depth of this man in want to become governor. But my supporting somebody, not be blank check. You must actually prove to me that you can govern the states. Because now me, as I talk, I'm supposed to work. I'm losing money right now doing this talk when I talk right now. You know what I'm saying? So now me go spend my time, go spend my money, spend everything to take support because I want the best for those states. So every money when I lose in the course of chasing or supporting somebody to become the next governor of Edo State, I consider and say, man, my own sacrifice and contribution to Edo State. Ubewolo did not turn up. Ubewolo did not disappoint me. He disappointed himself, and of course, he added to the point that the guy was not ready. And it's not saying not ready, he's not ready to engage with people of Edo State. Now, what that tells me, because we don't already get precedent. When Buhari was contesting, this was how they packaged him. Took him away from proper scrutiny. Okay? They were keeping him away. People were representing him, doing the talking and every other thing. They foisted the guy on Nigerians. And we accepted. And today, Buhari took Nigeria back more than 100 years. When Tinubu was coming, concerning the president, we saw a man without capacity. A man who is being impacted by old age. Nevertheless, Nigerians wanted to have that engagement, to squeeze him, to see how stable he is mentally. APC packaged him away from the public. They did all their magic. They brought Tinubu, and you ask yourself, 1 year into Tinubu's administration, how is Nigeria faring? And how much money have you saved on commodity? At least no more expensive now than they were before he even came. That is the danger of projecting and installing people that are not competent to be at the helm of affairs. So for me, my people, for me, okay, like I said earlier, Mr. Mondokbewolo, Senator Mondokbewolo, for me, appears unfit. Make it just take that Senate way deal. We know they demand too much from there. It's not under any pressure for there. You know what I'm saying now? Whatever I can do, they make it do. But even that place where it is safe, in fact, they just use to take elevator. This is my own thinking. I am speaking to the issues, okay? If you are respond to me on these issues. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? And I'm speaking for the people who are undecided, even though that have decided to see these points. And not be blind follower of anybody. No, I know they do one. No, I know they do one. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? I understand that nobody is perfect, but we cannot, as a state, you understand what I'm saying now? Look at all of these things I don't list, and probably a few more, and we can say, Mondokbewolo, now our transfer, or na this, or na this, or na turn, and we can install them. Man, whoever must be governor cannot be at the expense of Edo State future. For me, my people, Mondokbewolo is not endorsed. Mondokbewolo is ruled out. Please don't go away. It is still a comedy show. Stay with us. Please don't forget me to share the broadcast. If you really like what we do, share them. If you agree, share. If you don't agree, it's fine. Okay, but let's disagree respectfully. It is a comedy show. My name is Comrade Lamte Oriahi.
This is Comrade Show.
Oh yes, Edo State people and Nigerians across the world. Yes, of course, my endorsed candidate and why. It is still the matter that I'm talking about. The reason why I'm endorsing a particular candidate and the reason why I choose not to endorse another candidate. Or, you know, the other candidates. The next on my list to talk about is Mr. Aswa Ighodalo. Mr. Aswa Ighodalo is the candidate of the PDP. He has proven to be very erudite. He has proven to be very smart. And of course, he has shown some very good qualities about him. But I've looked at him equally and I've checked all around him. Like I said before, there's so much to do about the individual. There's so much to do about the issues around him. There's so much to do about the people surrounding him. And for my friends that have endorsed him, my family members, I've got a couple that have equally endorsed him. And of course to the general public and people singing his praise. I'm sad to say that I have not endorsed Aswa Ighodalo and I will not be supporting Aswa Ighodalo. And the reason is this. Stay, please, no, not come out. Share the broadcast if you could. Follow us on the Comrade Show on TCS blog if you can. Okay, it will be nice because a lot of things will be coming up from this table. Aswa Ighodalo is not endorsed, and I want to tell us the reason why he's not endorsed. I'm not endorsing him, and of course, I am hoping that my friends, my followers, people who believe in me, people who have waited on me, should not equally support Aswa Ighodalo. I'm going to give these reasons. Of course, he's got some qualities, but I'm not here to talk about his qualities. Okay, but I'm here to talk about the things about him that are overwhelming. They supersede every other good quality when you get. Okay, in my own consideration, will not make me support him. One, I've got trust issues with Aswa Ighodalo. Trust issues. I have a concern with neo-godfatherism in Obaseki. Neo-godfatherism simply means new godfatherism. Now, I see a huge ITK syndrome. I will expect it to be ITK shortly. With Aswa Ighodalo of the PDP. And of course, there are a lot of Obaseki's issues when we say maybe hang on the neck of Aswa Ighodalo. Now, of course, this one is less significant. You know, a doubtful Edo background. I'm not going to place premium on that one at all because that one really, they're too significant. You understand what I'm saying? But, everything just can't add up. Okay? Now, why do I say trust issues? I'm gonna look at all of these things all around. Okay? Here we are in the States. Aswa Ighodalo has been the chief economic officer of Edo State by virtue of the fact that he now be the head of the economic team of Edo State under Governor Obaseki for 8 years. And he was there too when he be say Oshomole Day. You understand what I'm saying? So he's been there. It be like say Oshomole don't arrange him down since say after Obaseki na Aswa Ighodalo go come enter or something. But that's just speculation, okay? I don't have any independent proof for that. But where I have trust issue is this. Aswa Ighodalo, chief economic officer, wants to be governor of Edo State. The governor of Edo State currently wants to leave the seat and become the godfather of Edo State politics. The SSG to current government wants to become the deputy governor to the chief economic officer. So it draws some suspicion. And why is it drawing this suspicion? There are so many reasons. Now, I don't know how many people are aware. Okay? Edo State, according to reports, is currently indebted to nearly 600 billion naira. 600 billion. Now, nobody is asking questions. See, where Obaseki use money do? Nobody's asking. Now, if Edo State is owing that much money, Aswa Ighodalo know why. Aswa Ighodalo know where the money pass. Okay? Now, I can't get some kind of concern And the concern is that if Asua Ighodalo become the governor of Edo State, there are many questions that people cannot ask. If they beat me like say, he get waiting that they want me to hide. Why am I saying this? Many people may not know. Asua Ighodalo was the chairman of Sterling Bank. Sterling Bank, under Governor Obaseki, became the official bank of Edo State. All this money we're talking about so now, all of them, or almost all of them, passed through Sterling Bank. The money will they borrow, all this, and now Sterling Bank, they do all the transactions. Now, some people, they carry camera around town. Oh, Obaseki did, Obaseki did that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, some of us don't evaluate the things we do on the ground. And the question is, where did we spend over 500 billion in this state when we know they see? Because the last time I checked, there's still no road to Uromio. There's still no road to the hinterlands in Nigeria. I mean, in Edo States. My colleagues will be saying, man, we don't come up for uni, over 20-something years ago. From that Benin, Edo State there. Many of them not still get employment. They not still get work. So there are a lot of issues. Our healthcare system is still not fixed. The Gelegele when they want, say when we promise the campaign, say they want give to us. The Gelegele is still not fixed. Ekenwa Road is still under construction for 8 years under Governor Obaseki. So many issues are there. I know so you get many supporters and many oceans. Okay? I'm not just talking because of that. I've been to Edo State. I've been supported this man. Been there, a few times. Even recently. And I've gone round. And I've asked myself, say, man, what? Edo State is still a sham. Now, I am suspicious. What is Obaseki trying to hide? Because so far, there is no transparency in this government. Now, somebody's going to say, now we're not talking now, say, Asua Ighodalo is different from Obaseki. So why am I tying Asua Ighodalo and Obaseki together? Now, I had a meeting privately with Asua Ighodalo with some other of my colleagues, I don't know, over a month ago or barely so. And we talked. So if Asua Ighodalo listen to this, bro, man, I make it see him. If you listen to this broadcast, okay, he go probably use this broadcast to respect me. Because what I talk about right now, I tell him to his face directly in a private meeting. When everybody talk, that's my own trust issues. He himself asked me, say, why am I tying him to Governor Obaseki? I say, why we not go tie him? You are part of the government. You are the head of the economic team. You'll be Sterling Bank chairman, and because of that, they made Sterling Bank, official bank of Edo State. So what are you guys trying to hide? I like that. No matter how some of our paint and Obaseki are saints, but I like that. We have a government that will be able to open the books of Obaseki and find out how we spend Edo State money. Because many things we are not talking about, because we cannot independently verify many of them. The information out there about some kind of things and areas when Edo State money enter, when it be say, man, this state government not account for in many. Edo State never turned to Dubai. I think there is the need for us to change JAR, for us to change the scheme of things. Now, the godfatherism when we fight against so strongly, so strongly. Sote. Governor Obaseki himself had this to say when he was campaigning, when we were fighting against for godfatherism. He said this, make una listen.
The Godfather acts outside of the Constitution, and he now controls people who are constitutional players. So if we allow that sort of situation to continue, it will be worse than military rule, where people who have nothing at stake, who have no checks and balance on them, can just arbitrarily decide that this is the way the constitution should be interpreted or the constitutional players should operate. That's why that concept is. So whoever, if I become, or God forbid I become a godfather, I should be dealt with accordingly, because it is dangerous to the concept of democracy.
God forbid I become a godfather, I should be dealt with. That's not the word of this Governor Obaseki. Now, it not only just talk, the news media even carry a lot. This now even Channels Television, friend of Obaseki, reminding us, Obaseki did say, he said, deal with me, if I become a godfather. And right now, there is nothing anybody's going to tell me or convince me otherwise that in this scenario, Obaseki is not already becoming a godfather. He's showing a lot of desperation. When they see him, okay, he removed his deputy governor. They are crushing people. They are removing the billboard of opponents. A lot of things are happening. Even recently, we just seen a couple of days ago, saying some boys for upper have been arrested. People are being hounded seriously to make sure say nothing stand in the way of Asue Udalo. This desperation is suspect. This desperation is dangerous. And whether 2020, 2024, or 2028, I, Comrade Lantic Mousa Oriahi, I will continue to fight against godfatherism in Edo State. The danger, okay, of godfatherism, waiting, Obaseki use a man tell us, now serious danger. Now serious danger. So if Obaseki leaves, he should leave and go to his house quietly and respond to the call of the incoming government when they want to find out how it takes spend Edo State money. We at least tell ourselves that. Even if the man and my father, okay, even if my uncle and my brother, okay, as a state, we must start setting that example. Now, I lost faith in this Obaseki. Not that Obaseki about this also. I lost faith in him because I believe that Obaseki did not help to entrench proper democracy in Edo State. Obaseki has turned himself into one of the most dangerous politicians that has ever come out of the black nation. The man is intelligent, highly intelligent. But I will discover Obaseki at some point in time. You understand the picture what I'm saying now? Unfortunately, his intelligence is only to his own interests. And when I found out too that the man is very vindictive, it's a dangerous trend. Now, so when you look at the qualities of Obaseki, Asue Udalo being somebody close to him, they ran the government together. Asue Udalo has seen everything Obaseki has been doing. Okay? And that Obaseki has gotten away with. If Asue Udalo becomes governor of Edo State, he's going to be even more dangerous than Obaseki, knowing fully well that we may not have the power to do him anything. We need to turn this page. We need to turn this page. And they come, I'll touch some other things just now. Now, ITK syndrome. What is the ITK syndrome? I had interaction with this man directly on Zoom, okay? And I've listened to him, unlike Okpawolo, if they bring himself come out, if they engage, as a matter of fact, na chief engagement officer, if they talk to people, he's very confident, and I like that about him, really, to be honest. And I thought that, those are some of the qualities maybe say you require. But, and that's when I see about him, we say, this guy na ITK, even when we talk to him, okay, I just notice, and anybody when I notice ITK from my body, they finger myself, they pinch myself. What it be ITK? ITK now I too know. I swear Udalo too know. Anything when you talk on, okay, the guy gets ready-made response. And he get example. I was chairman of this board, I was chairman of that, I was chairman of this, I was chairman of this, I was chairman of this. So therefore, he not really get anything where you know. I saw that in him. I'm just honestly, without any bias, even when I try to remove Obaseki from this man to see and say, man, can we have a man like this be governor of Edo State? The level of ITK in this man, Obaseki not reach half of him. Obaseki not reach half of him. I stand to be corrected, I may be wrong, but until it happens, you will never know who is right or who is wrong. But if there's suspicion at all that can happen, we have to be very careful. And this is why I think that Asue Udalo should not and cannot be the governor of Edo State. The level of ITK, when they give room Okay? To even if you know self, like, okay, make a job like say, okay, other people when they suggest, okay, their suggestion is important. This guy, the ITK level is too high for me. Too high. Okay? That's not the downside. But this one will not be too much matter. Then I mentioned Obaseki issues. You know, recently, just about 2-3 days ago, Obaseki invited Goodluck Jonathan to Democracy Day activities in Edo State. And Goodluck Jonathan paid a visit to the palace of the Oba of Benin. So those are some of the pictures one of the show now there. So, you know, Jonathan went to the palace, but it was incumbent on such a visitor to go to the monarch. You know, it's in a way that they don't. You know, this is not picking when a bomb, particularly picking when a bomb for house. Then I ask myself a very serious question. I stand to be corrected, though I feel they wrong for this one. No? But in that entourage, when Goodluck Jonathan take go see the Oba of Benin, Obaseki not follow him. Obaseki was not in that entourage. Goodluck Jonathan came at the instance of Obaseki. At least so we are made to be aware. But when Goodluck was going to see the palace of the Oba of Benin, go to the palace of the Oba of Benin, the governor did not go. That is one instance. It will not be a big deal because everybody thought there's always this calculation. Oh, but I'm not dragging our palace. I'm not dragging palace into it. I am trying to address issues, not the palace. Our palace is too big to be dragged into political issues, you know, and all of that. I'm trying to address issues. When two important stools stolen by the British, when those stools were returned, even the federal government of Nigeria congratulated the kingdom, congratulated the palace. I did not hear a word from the government of Edo State. I stand to be corrected though. If I did lie, when I just say na that serious, you know, gaff and not research well. But I did not see any statement by the government of Edo State to say we congratulate the palace, congratulate Edo State people, you know, and the kingdom for this milestone. You see, I always talk and say, you know, you get one of these theorists when talk say, in the last days, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And they are very important. I remember that time we say, man, you know, the matter never physically come off for ground when some chiefs now say that they drag our royalty go court. We made some statements, oh, people come and say, no, don't drag our palace into this, don't drag our palace into this, and all of that. But we address this matter later, okay? But the guy what they refer to them now. I go address them. You know, guy will talk about her because at the end of the day, the issue when they grant started from the government house, and it's very clear. News don't carry on. I get all the materials. I will talk about them when time reach, but that's not why. The reason why I mention all these things right now is while Governor Obaseki is wearing this posture, what we see and so with the palace of the Oba of Benin, he's working with the running mate, the SSG of Edo State, and the running mate to Aswe Udalo, Ogie. Aswe Udalo is part of this government as well. We are not seeing them make relevant statements to be like, say, man, they not share in the disposition of Governor Obaseki. As a matter of fact, it is even more daring for me. It's even more very, may I not use strong word. It's even more, you know, a matter of concern that Aswe Udalo self, now they sign some of the letters right now when we say, man, now letters of reference to this crisis. Ogie. Now they sign some of the letters as SSG. Some of the letters when we say, man, be the foundation of some of the issues when they're on the ground. So now he signed them. We go bring the common with time, Rachel. Now, why am I mentioning these things? Aswe Udalo is part of this process. He has seen this. And if there are no deterrents, if Aswa Udalo become governor of Edo State, looking at the performance of Obaseki, and Aswa Udalo decide to be like Obaseki or worse than Obaseki, knowing fully well say we're not going to see anything do. Like Obaseki right now probably going to go somewhere say they're not going to see anything do. Then where do we think we find ourselves? Is that not a risk too grave? As far as I'm concerned, one of the criteria I looked for to say I will endorse somebody and say, man, I live in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom na monarchical system of government. Where the king's birthday now with the plan, so everybody is involved. The state and the monarchy, in fact, as a matter of fact, they are two sides of the same coin. You can't separate them. As a matter of fact, the monarchy is even more put at a position of, say, man, this now the boss stops here. I not say we know the practice monarchical system of government, but looking at the peculiarity of Edo State and the role of the palace of the Yoba Benin to the average life of the Edo State people, we cannot afford to have another 4 years or 8 years of any governor or government that will not be on the same page with the palace of the Yoba Benin, that will not try, okay? Because when the government house and the palace are working in tandem, when they see the progress now, when they see the joy now, when they see the happiness now, when we come the black saying, man, now government house now, and I come black say, they try to make sure say they put some into the gari of the palace. The people are watching, they are not blind. Even if they talk about them, they write your comments there, they disagree, they talk of all sort of nonsense where they talk. Look, we must talk about it. These are part of the issues. Asue has been part of this. He has seen this. He has seen all the processes. Asue right now has been baptized into the see-finish syndrome of the Edo State people that has been displayed over time by the government of Edo State. And to that extent, if he becomes the governor of Edo State, it comes back again to the issue of trust. Can we trust that this man will be different? If your leader is insulting me and you are not saying anything, will I be confident that you will not insult me when you become the leader tomorrow? The answer is no. I may be wrong about this, but these are the things I have looked at, okay, to make me say, Aswe Udalo, you don't work. You don't work. Now, I actually talked about doubtful Edo background. And I'm going to give a little insight into this one by way of examples. I was born in Edo State. I grew up there. When I was growing up there, if I not get where my leg not pass for inside that Edo State, it not get where. I say, my leg not pass this place, not pass that place. It not there. When I was growing up in that land, I go to tell myself, even as a small picking, say, man, this are the left college will be saying, man, water don't know they let us pass. As a matter of fact, from Wasota Junction, where we go for, go reach that at the local college, go reach nearly UBTA Junction. You go past UBTA Junction, go from there, go reach nearly Uniben. That place, the kind of erosion where they did there. I will tell myself, say, if I feel become governor, this thing will be a thing of the past. Because I grew up there, I know how the matter be for there. Then Congo Ramat Park. You get one of my friends that time when we say, man, it day upper side that time. Then when hold up will hold you for that Ramat Park area, forget it. I will tell myself, hell, some people feel you get power, become governor. You understand what I'm saying now? You know, get her and I will put, fly over. You understand what I'm saying now? Overhead bridge to tell me say we decongest this place. Because I suffer the pain from that land and so many other things. So if I become somebody like me become governor of that state, those pain when I suffer, when I grow up with, get her and not go address them. For Aswa Udalo was not born in Edo State. I think he was born in Akwa Ibom. This is what he tell me with his mouth. Whether Akwa Ibom, one of those states there. He grew up in Ibadan. This is what he talk with him mouth. primary school. I think he went to King's College, Lagos, went to University of Ibadan, UI. All this while, your papa, they work for East. Now, until they can create Midwestern region. Okay? Papa can move Midwest. I think he can't join them for Ibadan. Now, from everything I swear I explain about in background, I don't really see Edo State inside them. But practical Edo State inside them. Asua is not married to an Edo State woman, he's married to an Igbo woman. Asua does not speak Esan language. He speaks Yoruba fluently. Asua is more a Yoruba man than an Edo State man. He just be like this our boy when they play football, Osime. Because they say Osime is Edo State boy, and Osime is Edo State boy. Osimo is more a Lagosian than Edo State boy. That boy they chop Yoruba like, in fact, in everything about him na Yoruba. Now I thought Osime this doubtful Edo background, now the smallest of this matter, not really be big deal, but now something I just say make I just still add joiner. You understand the picture I'm saying now? At the end of the day, somebody will be saying not really suffer waiting we suffer growing up in that land. Can that person really have the again of that land? It's possible, but it contributes to that. Not a big thing for as well that case for me as far as I'm concerned now the smallest, but I just want to mention her. This is not to say that children of Nigerian descent, when they born outside of Nigeria or outside Edo descent, when they born outside of Edo, say they now become governor of Edo State, or they can, of course, they can. This will not be to rule any of those things out. But again, you can see the point of argument. You understand the picture I'm saying now, and all of that. So, as qualified as a person that I think Asue is an astute lawyer. He has heard, the head of this and head of that. All of this about baggage when we say, man, you get to do with Obaseki. Like I said before, you know, get that with this artificial separate Asue. If Asue did not serve in this government, if Asue had no role to play in this government, not get any matter of interest in this government today, Asue probably go for just stand out as a choice. But the matter of how they spend Edo State money in the last 8 years, they cannot just be given a blank check. Because if you employ these people, Asue and Ogie, as governor and deputy, there will be so much questions that we cannot answer. All of now, we just this, Asue, I just say, it's nice. Everybody's, not following a passion. But one other thing I know about Obaseki, we say, man, Obaseki, now top class man when they get to do with packaging. I tell someone, I say between now and election time, when I go to see the different things Obaseki could they do. Things when they say they're supposed to do since like 2 years, 3 years. They're going to do them now. You understand what I'm saying now? Oh, we are going to provide this, we're going to provide that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Because election they come. And this now where they call it those state foolish people. Because they know how to get us. I mean, pardon my word, but this is now where they probably take us, maybe we not get sense. They will discharge this, discharge that. It's just like 4 years ago, this Obaseki employed over 1,000 SSAs when it was a few months, about this kind of time to election. Immediately after election, they just sworn in. By January, February, he discharged all of them. All of them, he relieved them of the appointments. But all those SSAs, they all work to ensure that Obaseki win in re-election. So that is how much strategy Obaseki can do. I don't know but I would find time to talk about Obaseki. But it don't be Obaseki matter now. Now that's where we look at. But I did mention these things to show how desperate Obaseki is to get Asue elected. Because if Asue is elected, he is protected. Books will not be opened. And if books are not open, Edo State will suffer for it. We need a governor that will sure open the books without fear or favor, without intimidation. But stay with me. I'm still on this matter. It not will finish one day. We will still continue. But I still have one more, to go. Stay with me. My name is Comrade Laptop. He's the Comrade Show. Don't go away. I'll be right back just immediately.
Commercial.
Oh yes, so my Ogbongelicious people, my name is Comrade Lantic Mamusa Oriahe. It never it changed. Anytime it change, I go let you know my endorsed candidate and why. And I'm going to go to the last person of the three major, political parties. And my people, the next person I want to talk about, so his name is Olumide Akpata. Olumide Akpata is the Labour Party governorship candidate for Edo State. And I want to announce that having looked at all necessary credentials when it fit into the purpose, when I believe say, for people who get interest of Edo State at heart, I stand to announce that I hereby endorse Olumide for the governor of Edo State 2024. And of course, I am going to give him my absolute support. When I mean absolute, including my time, my money, my everything. But I'm going to tell you why. I may not be like your blast, I just mention them. Okay? I'm going to give you reasons why. Olumide Akpata. One, I don't investigate this matter. I've investigated him so much. To arrive at this conclusion, I had investigated him. There's been no recorded history of corruption. When I mean recorded history of corruption, why would they look this field right now? All the other candidates when I talk about the two other two, they get stick for government. You understand what I'm saying now? There's something about them get to do with government. Olumide has never been in government. Olumide, they say he get money. There is no history of saying this now government when he first work with. He took money for there. The man was NBA chairman. He handed over 2 years ago. And I go read the profile for NBA and I read the achievement. The man came with about 12-point agenda for under NBA. And as a matter of fact, when tenure was reviewed, you understand what I'm saying? I was very impressed. One of the things when he talks, say, man, in those times, say, man, he go give NBA, a near perfect election. And as a matter of fact, 2022 when he was handed over, they say his election when he organized for the NBA was the least contested in the history of the NBA. And I feel say that was a very, very huge advantage, for the NBA. And those state people, don't go away. Stay with me. We are discussing Olumide Osagbovo Akpata. You understand what I'm saying now? Just stay with me. Don't go away.
Commercial.
Okay, my people, welcome back. I'm talking of Olumide Osagbovo Akpata, the LP candidate, Labour Party candidate for the governorship election for Edo State in 2024. Like I said earlier, no recorded history of corruption. I don't see, okay? But, if you see, with proof, bring a comma, we need to go. All these things, like I said, no blank check for anybody. We need to look at. Then, another matter about Olumide, no godfathers, okay? Prioritizes Edo State people, clear vision, tested and believable, statewide peace and harmony, Peter Obi and Alex Oti factor. Okay, let me start time with all of these things. Like I talked earlier, I don't first talk about the recorded history of corruption. There is no one I don't see. Now, when it comes to do with no godfatherism, I don't say if Olumide Akpata become the governor of Edo State, we are sure that he will be the governor of Edo State. You understand what I'm saying now? Because we not see any godfather around. As a matter of fact, all the issues maybe say they have for Labour Party right now, okay, for me, it's very advantageous because it go be seen now the people. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, Olumide prioritizes the people. Even in campaign, the people first. I go shock on with one information just when I get. You know what I'm saying now? Because I don't investigate the guy tired. I don't investigate him. I say it's tested and believable. You don't listen to Olumide's interview. If you never listen to Olumide's interview, you will see and say, man, this one has the capacity, okay, to become the governor of Edo State. This one looks prepared. You understand? And he gets, a very clear idea, a very clear purpose, very clear focus, waiting in one making, he can do very clear vision. You understand what I'm saying now? For Edo State. You understand? But I was particularly taken by he's having to prioritize Edo State people. He said the people must be at the center of every decision. The people must be, who will benefit from every decision. So that one for me, now what will they find over the course of many years it comes, amen. Somebody that will put Edo State people first. Look at the interest of the Edo State people first. Consult with Edo State people first. Know exactly what Edo State people want first before any other thing. That now what Olumide promise say he go do for us. You understand? Now, I give you one information. Just in recent days, I asked one of the DGs, in my small investigation, say, una they see many decamping, APC to PDP, PDP to APC, they just they run up and down. You understand what I'm saying now? The same old politicians. Oh, I'll be APC today, tomorrow na PDP. Now I can say, una not go woo some of these decampists, may they come Labour Party. Now they tell me say, it's a matter of policy by the Olumide campaign. Say they are not going to run after any politician we don't get history with those states. Anybody when voluntarily come say in one can join Labour Party, the person is welcome. But they know they go negotiate. I see. I be telling them, why not go negotiate with the former deputy governor, Philip Shaibu. They say no, they are not going to do that. They don't want to put Edo State in the hand of anybody. They can't tell me say whether me know waiting they go into having to woo these politicians. Say because when you as a candidate of a party go meet any of these politicians when they run come off your party, may they come your own party, you are going to negotiate with them. You go tell them if you become governor, what you go part with, how much you go pay at the expense of the state. So they say they don't want to do any political bargain when they never even enter power. Before they come enter power, they come to say, oh, they owe Mr. A because he come out from APC enter PDP. Then they owe Mr. B because he come out from APC enter Labour, or because they don't come out from PDP enter Labour. So they don't want to do that. They want to keep their campaign focused and based on the decision of Edo State people, rather than going to meet one politician when they don't come out from a party to come Labour Party. They want to appeal to the Labour Party, to Edo State people, the undecided, the market women, the artisans. And that is what Olumide has started doing. So their belief, now the people's priority, they want to see that now the people now decide to put Olumide as governor. So the only people will be say Olumide will be responsible for will be the people of Edo State. That one suit my belly where as a guy to talk. It sweet my belly where. Now when I talk about statewide peace and harmony, I don't first talk on Rich Road. Okay, I see how Olumide put, I take give our palace respect so far. That one, if you know priority for many of you now, not priority for me. Okay. Peter Obi come Benin. I don't know whether many of you know. He come Benin today. He come campaign for Olumide. Benin is turned upside down. Everywhere quiet right now because Olumide and Obi they in charge. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? Peter Obi has been in Benin today. You understand? Today will be this Saturday. So when I do this broadcast, you understand? It's been massive. But you know what? Obi went to see the Oba of Benin. Okay, and you know this now some of the pictures will come out from the matter. You understand? Obi went to see the Oba of Benin. And guess what? Olumide was there with him. You can see this is a small video. I never want to play the full this thing. You understand? I will discuss this one on that broadcast. Obi was sad with him because this guy came at this. Olu was sad with him. This guy came at the instance of Olumide Akbata. Akbata was there with him. We didn't quite see that when Jonathan came to see the Oba of Benin with Governor Obaseki. We don't see her. So you see all those things, they make some very, very serious impression. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? And I was very pleased. I was really, really pleased. You understand? So for me, I consider that if Olumide becomes the governor of Edo State, there's going to be some harmony between the states and our own traditional institutions. Olumide tell me, say, all of the rancor, he go bring all of it to book. The supremacy of the Oba of Benin it cannot be contested under his reign as governor of Edo State. I was pleased. I asked Obli because I've interviewed him on this platform. I've had some private meetings with him, and you understand what I'm saying now. And I did ask some very, very strong and serious questions. And I even tell him, say, my bros, if I support you, not be blank check, okay? If you fuck up, my brother, I'll come after you. You understand what I'm saying now? Olumide too, now young man, our mate. You know, Olumide is just in his, I think he's 52 years old. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? So if you look at our age brackets, now just within 1 to 2 years difference, 9 days. So now our mate, now someone will say we feel roll with, we feel young with, we feel call to order. But I will be saying, man, Godfather not there. And expectedly, if Olumide become governor of Edo State, there's a huge chance that the bulk of the people that will make up his government will be people you have never seen in government. Will be new people who are hungry to change the course of things in Edo State. No, in the will be recycled politicians. Then I ask him, man, when we interview, we even ask him, say, Olumide, will you probe past administrations? He said, not go use the word probe. He said, because that word probe, he get as a B for ear. He said, but he assure Edo State people, once he become governor, anywhere where our money dey, from the last many years they come, he go find them, and the money must be returned to where they take them from. Anywhere when the money dey, say they don't use well, or it can't get command, he gave that word. And I sit down and say, my bro, we go ask you, not be blank check. We go ask you. That is very encouraging. Now, let me tell you another thing that's very most encouraging for me. No, well, not most, but one of the encouraging things. I did ask Olumide about Alex Oti. Whether I like it or not, Alex Oti today is one of the most performing governors in Nigeria. Under 1 year, waiting that guy don't achieve for Nigeria, okay, is they put the guy for map, Alex Oti. Everybody's talking about Alex Oti. Even if not just the state intervention to provide electricity for Abia State. You know what I'm saying now? Man, it's huge. It's huge. But guess what? Olumide and Oti, okay, they don't fraternize where. Olumide is very, very, very hungry to bring changes to Edo State. He and Oti don't talk where. He don't talk where. He don't share some things in private circles. When people say, man, from day 1 to 1 month, this and this must be in place. You go use the man talk them when busy move will bring and come again to this platform. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, what this does is this. Right now, the only labor state in Nigeria, okay, with OT, is performing well. So the likelihood for Edo State labor government to perform well as OT is doing, is very high. More than that, many people still want to see Peter Obi on the ballot in 2027. Now, if Edo State join Abia State where OT day, you understand the picture from I'm saying now, and Peter Obi can't get 2 governors of the Labour Party, and they are both states are doing well. It will be good reference to other states. It will increase the chances of having someone like Peter Obi to become the governor of Edo State. A man who is always talking of capacity, talking of integrity, talking of competence. I think we need to give these kind of people chance at this moment. Because Oti not the fall the hand of Obi or the Labour Party. And Olumide has assured say he not go fall our hand. Olumide na proper homeboy. Olumide na you not go any other school. He get his history say man he na jebo pikin when they born for abroad. Come Nigeria, if papa and mama they work for Delta State, he stay Delta State, can't go University of Benin, stay with the people, your own family members, many, they don't make him part for those states where. You understand what I'm saying? Was Tayo Akbata where they contribute immensely to Ovia Southwest, immensely. You understand what I'm saying? Now their own senior papa one time was what's it called INEC, I think get different way to call it at that time, national chairman of the then INEC and all of we have a primary school in Edo State called Fabi Akbata, now from that same family. So they've made huge contributions. And I've looked around, in nowhere it's recorded that these people have been found wanting. They've always excelled in every way when they go mention them of when it comes to service in Edo State. And that gives me an impression that if we give Olu Akpata a chance to become governor of Edo State, okay, we may see a different Edo state along the line. So having put all of these together, and with the kind, easygoing nature but firm personality when Olumide Akpata get, person maybe say really understand the grassroots. Maybe say, man, if na Benin 1 year, go yana with you. If na English you want me go spend with you. Astute lawyer, Templars, that be the Ogakbo for Templars, one of the biggest law firms in Africa. You understand what I'm saying now? Man, we say they down to earth. In fact, you got one of these video where I always play, we just laugh or I go to smile. You understand what I'm saying now? Me I play, we just enjoy them together.
Hot water when Gary sing and turn am to Eba. I speak a lot of pidgin. I think in pidgin before I translate into English in my head. So I remember that our people talk say, now war went for and I make goat climber. Or now condition I bend crayfish back. I'm sure you're familiar with these idioms of our people. So we have a situation on our hands where the people find themselves with very little options. Nothing to do at home. And I think that brings us back to governance. That brings us back to why Labour Party is here. Our logo is Papa, Mama, Pikin. No coincidence. People-centered, people-focused, people-centric.
People-centered, people-focused, and people-centric. These are the cardinal objectives of Olumide Akpata. And I am at home with all of these. Now, there's the issue some people have raised. People say, Lamte, why you not join the winning party? Na PDP go win, na APC go win. Oh, federal mind, state incumbency, blah, 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 blah. Well, for those who have gone with APC, because they believe federal might will make them win, and they want to be relevant in government in the next 4 years, and those who stay with PDP because of power of incumbency and they want to be relevant, the only thing we say may make me different from all of them, say I am not looking for any relevance in the next 4 years. And I'm supporting Olumide Akpata to support him to win, which means that if Olumide Akpata wins, I would have won with him. If he loses, I would lose with him, and I'm happy either way. And my conscience would have been satisfied that I settled with my conscience, conscientiously. So there's no desperation. You understand what I'm saying now? If Edo State choose Olumide to become their governor, I would have won with him. If they decide to say not be Olumide and another person they want to give the ticket, I go lose with them. You understand? But either way, I will be happy because I am not looking to any personal thing in the next 4 years. But I'm looking to the possibility of having a more glorious Edo State. I don't have to tell many of you now. I'm a Nigerian citizen. I hold multiple nationality for Europe. You understand the picture of what I'm saying? So I don't get anything for Nigeria when you be say they drag me say no, you're not there. And which is why I am free. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a free moral agent. The only thing when you inform this broadcast now Edo State interest. But now shape very soon I go retire. You understand? More than that, listen and say, this face, but I say, if they young, I know say I they handsome. People they tell me, you know what I'm saying? Man, but it's on the old. In a few years from now, I go retire. And sometimes, I want to ask you, man, when old days going to come, you are looking for ways to get close home, close to the house. Edo na my house, Nigeria na my home. If the country better, it's okay. I will be very pleased. Retire, go back home, go probably start some family business and every other thing. On the last call, my people, okay, there's this contentious issue when you got to do with Obaseki. Maybe say, man, many of you know say Obaseki, you know they my good book, but many of you say call it if you they honest now, you know say 4 years ago, I was one of the most vocal supporters of Obaseki, one of the most vocal, and I say it with my full chest because I believed in him at the time. You understand what I'm saying? But down the line, I can't lose interest. I can't lose interest because say, man, a lot of what the guy promised, don't be the shadow when they carry do now. The real promises of Obaseki, when he tell laws for in manifesto and every other thing, they are not available. They are not seen anywhere. But most of all, I live in the diaspora. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? Obaseki used a man to promise us. Say he go give us diaspora agency. That was a core matter. When we had meeting with Aswell over a month ago or thereabout, I told him, look, if you guys don't deliver on diaspora agency, they forget it. Now, I thought that was a slap for Obaseki to have used Endorsed in the diaspora, produced documents after sleepless nights, documents, was passed into law by the House of Assembly, and he kept it there, used everybody like that, pro bono, nobody got paid. And he just kept it there, he not implement it. The document is just there on his table. It was a huge slap. Particularly having nobody force out the promise, he made the promise. And you know the funny thing? Edo State Diaspora Agency or Edo State Diaspora Commission, I'm very interested in that matter. I don't want serving that inside the matter, but that it is existing secures me and you in the diaspora. How does it do that? We have a list of people when we say, man, they don't fall into the trap of all of these, whether or Kaili they call them, or all these land grabbers and all of those people. You understand what I'm saying now? We wanted a diaspora agency that will protect the interest of those in the diaspora. If they go as a one go put company, when go SME, when go employ 5, employ 6, they will pass through the government of Edo State. Their business will be secured. They will be given that that treatment through the agency. So that at the end of the day, when the people don't say, man, they get a body like this, an agency like this, through whom which they can pass to reach the government of Edo State and have their own investment secured, there will be more investment in Edo State. There will be more investment and more contributions to Edo State development by the people, because there's already a channel. The other day they do broadcast. I wanted to try to see whether I will estimate the figure of Edo State in the diaspora. I couldn't. But if we have a Edo State diaspora agency, through that agency, we can have a database of all Edo State people in the diaspora. So upon what you want to say, man, Edo State get 1 million people for diaspora. We know where each person dey for different countries. Our people, they suffer for abroad. Many dey prison. Many go through different issues. Through a diaspora agency, we go feel know how many of our people dey Russia. We Russia want carry now go Ukraine, go fight war, and we go feel know how to protect their interests. The Edo State Diaspora Agency is too key. Obaseki messed us up. Aswa Odalo, when we had a meeting with him, okay, pretended like he don't know whether anything they happen. That one, so it vexed me well, but he said he go investigate, he go find out. That's what he said. Okpebolo, I had a concern with Okpebolo. Okpebolo promised to deliver on diaspora agency when we had a private meeting with him. But another concern when I get with Okpebolo in our private meeting was that every demand, got people when attend that meeting were many, they even reach 30 or so or 40. Every demand when people make, you know what I'm saying now, Okpebolo said yes to all of them. I have never seen a leader who we even argue. Oh, this one yes, that one yes, that one yes, that one yes, everything yes. I just suspect, okay, this one, anything goes. You understand? Provided making reach there, maybe you understand what I'm saying now. So that one, it reduced point for him body for where me there. Then when it came to Osagbo Akpata, Osagbo was very explicit. Akpata just said, look, this matter, we are going to revisit that book. He particularly used one word. He said the diaspora agency to Edo State government, as far as it's concerned, is a low-hanging fruit. Now, win-win for both the Edo State diaspora and the Edo State government. And that diaspora agency will be one of the first things that he will implement. Diaspora agency, Edo State people, particularly those in diaspora, if you are deputy sheriff brokers, will be so key to our own collective future. I'm not interested whoever they appoint, you know what I'm saying now, but we never even reach that stage. But that the government should announce that these agencies are alive, may they appoint people will be saying they don't, distinguish themselves in their various field of endeavor into the agency to run it and work with the government of Edo State. Those that are interested. Akpata has convinced me that he's going to do that. And for the interest of Edo's home and abroad, we need Akpata to become the next governor of Edo State. So all of these ones form part of what I say. Me, Akpata convinces me the most. And with everything, himself as a human being, the things we surround them, the human beings that we surround them, and every other thing, I'm more convinced in Akpata than the others. Of the others, people will surround them, like I have not explained, every other thing, when I put all of them into scale, none of these people, they're perfect too, okay? I look at their imperfections, look at their downside and their upside and their positives and their negatives and every other thing. I thought that Akpata's stood out amongst these three of them, and his credentials, they overwhelming, and his personality speaks to the fact that this is a governor that we shall have, and harmony will return to Edo State. It's a governor that we shall have, and progress will return to Edo State. And it's a governor that we shall have, we shall know that we have a governor. I have endorsed Usagbovu Akpata as the next governor of Edo State. And if you are there, you actually are obedient, and you want, Obi, is your desire that Obi become the next president of Nigeria, all things being equal, I can tell you, as an obedient, Obi has endorsed Akpata, not just for this year's governorship election, but for the future of Nigeria. At least it is incumbent on all of us to equally endorse Olu Akpata, because Olu Akpata will be a guarantee that Edo State, and of course maybe the entire South, okay, we go once again obedient in the next election. My people, I don't dey here now for more than 1 hour. We don't talk many things, and I want to say that I respect everybody for where they stand and for who they stand for. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? At the end of the day, everything is for Edo State to better for all of us. Everything when I talk, so this is not the way me see them, and this is not waiting for my own endorsement. Like, people when they watch me now, some people don't endorse. They don't support their own candidates. They have reasons to do so, and I respect them for that. This is not contestation. It is now rest for all of us to go and appeal to our people to support our candidate. Akpata is my candidate in this election, and for all the reasons I've advanced. I want to say thank you very much for staying with me. It's been a comrade show, and my name remains Comrade Lantic Mousa Oreahi. Bye for now.
Commercial.